Welcome. Hi. Hi, everyone. This is Jessica. You're here to do some yoga. Happy you're here. Kudos. So, today we will flow a little. It's a little vinyasa, a little breathing and moving. We'll go ahead and start in child's pose. So, you can come down to your mat. If it feels comfortable, you can let your thighs kind of open up and your big toes come together to touch, and then just nestle yourself right in between your legs. Drop your forehead all the way down to the mat and close your eyes. Take a big full deep breath in and open your mouth and let it out. Do that a couple more times. Big full deep breaths. I want you to think about what brought you to your mat today. Take a moment to set an intention, what you would like to manifest in this practice. And just remind yourself that really the potential is within you to manifest anything. You already have everything you need, all the tools. Yoga is your chance, your opportunity to listen and tap in to your intuition. If you'd like to dedicate your practice, this is a good time to offer it up. But what I love is that you're already here, because that's where the magic happens, is showing up to the mat. We'll come into some ujjayi breath. So it's a little different breathing. You're just going to try to breathe through your nose only, with vigor, with sound, with intensity, with purpose. It's a big deep breath in, and with the lips sealed, it's a nice sounding exhale with a slight constriction to the back of your throat. And as you keep that breath going, start to energize a little through your arms, or your palms first. Just spread your fingers out, root in through your knuckles, through the base of your palms. Begin to bring some energy into your forearms and your biceps and your triceps as you hug the arm bones with your muscles. Draw your elbows off of the mat. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Draw in through your navel. Engage your abdominals. Engage through your pelvic floor here. And then float your forehead just an inch or two off of the mat. Keep breathing. Pause. Sink the hips heavier onto the heels as you push into the fingertips, lengthening the entire torso. And then begin to shift forward into your hands. Line yourself up, hands and knees. If you need to pad your knees, go ahead and roll up your mat real quick and give yourself a little extra padding under your knees. We're going to do some cat-cow moving with our breath. So on your next inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, gaze up lightly. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin, round your back, pull your abs in. Inhale, belly drops, eyes lift. Exhale, spread the shoulder blades. Keep going. Couple more rounds. And then coming back into neutral position, let's gaze over the right shoulder and shorten the right side of the waist, lengthening the left side. And then switch, gaze over the left shoulder. One more, gaze to the right, look at your right hip, and then to the left. And then back in through center. And then spinal balance. Lift your left leg up the height of your hips. Point your toes straight down, flex them actually a little bit back towards your face, and shoot some energy through your left heel. Make sure your left fingers are spread out nice and wide. And when you're ready, you're going to lift your right arm up, take your bicep up by your ear, your thumb faces up. Instead of thinking about lifting your limbs high, reach them away and stretch away from the midline of your body. And then on your exhale, let's bring right elbow to left knee underneath the body. Go ahead and round your back. Inhale, come into spinal balance, long body. Exhale, round, pull the elbow into the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lengthen. And then back to all fours, exhale. So reset, shift around just a little bit here. And when you're ready, right leg comes up, flex the foot. So you're engaging the right leg. The right thigh is engaged, both sides, hamstrings, quads, both engaged. Spread the right fingertips. Make sure you push in between the right finger, first finger and thumb. Get a good foundation and then pull your left arm up. Make sure your middle is strong and supported. Straight as a board, yogis. Reach away, inhale. And exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round and pull in. Inhale again, lengthen out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale to all fours. Any other little wiggles or shifts? Maybe you want to take one of the legs back and toe down, roll through your ankle or through your toes. Bend and extend through the knee. Switch and do that to the other side. Just playing around, exploring a little bit here. And as you're ready, you'll come into downward facing dog. So you can walk your hands forward just a little bit. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, hips to the sky. Shift around and move just a little bit in this first dog. You might pedal the heels out or lift up to the tippy toes and drop the heels to one side and then the other. I like to lift one leg up and again bend and extend through the knee or roll open through my hip a little bit. Just depends on how I'm feeling, what's been going on for you today, where you need to check in, where you need to be observing. Two more breaths. And then let's softly bend the knees. Keep the arms straight. Gaze up gently in between the hands and begin to tiptoe yourself all the way up to the front of your mat. Ragdoll. Bend your knees a lot. Grab opposite elbows if you like, or let your arms hang down. Just shake a little bit. Head side to side, yes and no. Maybe swing the arms a little bit side to side. We've done some nice integration. Remember where we've been so far and invite yourself back to those places if you need to anytime throughout this practice to take a break and reconnect. We're going to pull the belly in, drop down through the tailbone, slowly round ourselves all the way up to stand. And sweep your arms up over your head, and then press your palms together at your heart center. Shift through your feet, feel very grounded in through your feet, spreading toes out nice and wide. Spreading your palms out, take your thumbs right to your sternum, gaze down to your fingertips, or close your eyes. Everybody take a big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Let it out. This time breathe in, sweep your arms up over your head. Palms to your heart center, fold all the way down. So soften your knees as you come down. Keep your knees soft, engage your belly, lift up halfway. And then exhale, fold back down on the legs. Reverse swan dive. Do that again, long spine, belly engaged, eyes up, hands through heart center, fold slowly down, head dropping last. Hands to fingertips. Fingertips to shins, lengthen, good. And exhale, fold forward. Reverse swan dive, take it all the way up. Exhale, flowing slowly all the way down. So let's keep the knees bent as we flow in and out until we get nice and warm. Halfway lift. And then exhale, fold in. Bend your knees a lot so you can place your hands down, step back into plank position. Holding plank, top of a push-up. We'll check in here. Your foundation is your hands and your feet. So spread your fingers. Make sure your hands are directly below your shoulders. And then drive the energy back through the heels. Legs engaged. Strong core. Please drop your knees down if your core is not feeling strong or if your arms are feeling a little like you're building your strength. Then bring your knees to the mat. We're going to take 2 more deep breaths here. Let's look over the top of the mat and extend through the crown. Last breath in. And then bring your knees down and slowly lower yourself to your belly. Next breath, we'll take cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Just bring your heart up. Try not to use your hands. Exhale, fold your forehead down. Do that again. Inhale, belly engaged. Exhale, release. Keep your neck long. Chin tucked just a little. One more. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Forehead down. Make sure your hands are tucked in by your side body. Your middle finger should be right underneath your shoulder. Middle fingers underneath shoulders. Tuck your elbows in. Tuck your toes underneath you. Begin to lift your knees and thighs. Draw your belly in if it's not already. And lift your hips just an inch off of the mat. And then know, okay, that we're going to push back up into plank. This is hard to do from this position, but you've engaged here, so you're ready for it. Push your arms straight. Come back up into plank position. And then lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. If you felt in that your chest and your shoulders and your head came up sooner than your hips and your legs, you probably need to use your knees on that and just lift half plank. So think about a surfboard. It's hard to lift the whole thing straight without sagging in the middle, but we don't want to do that. It's not good for the back. Let's try it again. Come forward into plank position. Hold it here. Remember, gazing forward, but heels reaching back. Everything's lined up. Try not to lock in through your elbows, so a slight bend through your elbows. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shift forward. Inhale. Exhale, come halfway to the mat and see if you can hold this just for 5. Bring your knees down if you need. 4, 3, 2. Exhale all your air. Inhale into upward facing dog. Stay here. Bring your hips and your hands as close together as possible. So maybe scoot your hips forward or walk your hands back just a little bit. And soften your elbows on this first up dog. And really a lot of us need to keep them softened all the time in upward facing dog. Again, to protect the low back and to keep the strength in the muscles and not locking in through your joints. Maybe lift your chin and stretch through the front of your throat. Engage your legs. And then pull yourself back into downward facing dog. Two more deep breaths right here. Inhale, soften your knees. Look to the top of your space and walk your feet all the way up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center, fold down. Flatten your back, gaze up. Hands to the mat. Step your feet back. Lower yourself slowly, halfway or all the way down if you're going into cobra. Take your back bend. Inhale. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Stay here. Inhale. Push your chest towards your thighs. Sink your heels. And then exhale, let all the breath out. Step the feet to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold it out, exhale. Reverse swan dive all the way up, inhale. Exhale, down we go. Flat back, breathe in. Create space. Hands to the mat, move back quickly and then lower slowly. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, feet up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, bow out. Inhale, flat back. Step back, elbows in close. Make sure you find that shift first. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Root to rise. Sweep all the way up. Gaze up if you like. Fold it out. Exhale. Inhale. Both feet back. Exhale. Up dog or cobra. Stretch it out. And take it back. Hips to the sky. Now stay here. Take a breath in and then open your mouth. Let it out of your mouth. Big sigh. Ha. Spread the fingers. Again, root through fingertips in between first finger and thumb. And let's take 5 shakti kicks or just down dog squats. So we'll bend the knees, drop down through the hips, keep the arms straight, and then lift hips to the sky. It's your breath in. Exhale, sink and drop. So if you're taking shakti kicks, you'll be exhaling, kicking your heels up into your hips, coming into your hands and your shoulders. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, kick up. Inhale, sink. So this time, let's jump the feet or step the feet in between the hands. And then flatten your back, lift up halfway. And then exhale, fold forward and bring your feet together. Come into chair pose, bend your knees, drop your hips, reach your arms up. Sun salutation B. So if your big toes are together, maybe your heels have a slight separation, but your shins, your knees, your thighs are all moving in toward each other to the midline of the body with some intensity and strength there. Tuck your tail slightly underneath you, pull your belly in, belly button in towards your spine. Lift your chest, drop your shoulders down. You may need to find a different arm position here. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Fix your gaze to one spot. Sink a little bit lower. Breathe. When it becomes challenging, that's where yoga begins. Stay with your breath. Sit lower. Lift your toes. Spread your fingers out for 5, 4, 3. Breathe in, fold over the legs, breathe out. Nice work. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, you may jump back if you like. Find chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg to the sky as you breathe in. Exhale, round your back, move your right foot in between your hands, warrior one. Set your left heel into the mat, get your balance, and then rise up. And you may want to look back down to your feet. So we want to have our heels in a line, or maybe just a slight cross with your right heel intersecting, bisecting, whatever, your left arch at the most. But your left foot should be to the left, so it allows your hip to turn forward, your left hip forward, and then you can bend into your right knee. Maybe a little deeper, trying to stack right knee right over right ankle. Relax your shoulders down, spread your fingers, look up, fill up with breath, and then bring your hands down to the mat as you exhale. Take your right leg back through chaturanga, maybe three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set the right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, set up your lunge. Drop your right heel to the mat, warrior one. Inhale, rise high. And begin to tune in your pose on this side. Most important thing, foundation here, the outside edge of your right foot is grounding in that pinky side edge. Turn the hips forward. Turn your right shoulder forward. Bend into the left knee a little bit more if that is available to you. Take your thumbs back, spread your fingers, fill up with breath. Exhale, release the hands, come down through chaturanga. Keep breathing out, breathe in, set the left foot down if you had it lifted, and then breathe out, everybody hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Breathe in right here, soften your knees, look forward, step or float to the top of your space. Let's move with breath this time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, feet together, chair pose, drop your hips, inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, set up your lunge, warrior one, rise, fill up with your inhale breath here, and then ride the exhale straight back down. Flowing yogas, vinyasa, linking breath. Do the left side here from downward facing dog, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, set up the lunge. Right heel to the mat. Inhale, rise. Keep breathing in. Exhale, release. Slowly keep breathing out. Inhale, take your shoulders down and back. Open your heart. Exhale, hips to the sky. Inhale, push your chest back towards your thighs. Soften your knees. Exhale, float your feet to the top of your space. Chair pose, drop your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Same thing. Exhale, come forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, flow. Now you can always skip your chaturanga, plank chaturanga up dog if you like. You can just go right back to down dog. Finish this left side here. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a big deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more, inhale. Bring your feet to the top of your space. Inhale to a flat spine. Exhale, forward fold, feet together. Chair pose, drop your hips. Inhale, reach up, stay here. Let's find cactus arms, bend the elbows. Drop them into shoulder height, open the chest. And then let's shift forward into toe chair. So lift the heels up, squeeze the ankles together, knees together, thighs together. Find that balanced chair, toe chair. Maybe you're fixed, eyes fixed to one spot on the ground, on the floor in front of you. Keeping drishti in focus. Keep sinking the hips down. And then start to straighten the legs. See if you can stay on the toes and straighten your arms up to the sky. Everything straight on your tippy toes. And then exhale, come back into that toe chair, cactus arms. Balance. If you set your heels down, no big deal. Inhale, stretch up again, legs straight, thighs engaged, arms straight. Exhale, chair, cactus arms. Inhale, last one. Arms up high, and then sink your heels, hands to heart center. This time, fold all the way forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward into plank position. Inhale. Lengthen your spine, engage your abs. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. It's like we did in the warm-up. We're going to do spinal balance again. We're going to stay on the toes this time. We'll see if we can. We can always drop down to the knees, or one knee at a time here in this case. So let's lift the left leg up. Reach back through the right heel. Push strong through the right hand. Strong through the left hand, actually. Lift your right arm up, thumb by your ear. Or thumb facing up, arm by your ear. So this is where it gets a little challenging here. If you need to set your right knee down, go ahead, but it should be behind your hip, not right underneath it. If you're shaking and falling out, great, that's good. That's the practice. That's what we're doing. So reach away from the midline of the body. Keep your eyes steady, focused. One more breath. And release, come back into plank position. Reset, shift over, spread out the other hand. And then when you're ready, lift your right leg up from the floor, kick back through the heel, left arm up, bicep by the ear. Reach away. You gotta breathe here. Your breath may even be shaky. That's all right. Stay with it. Stay present. Stay with the shake. 5, 4, you got it. 3, reach longer. 2, come back into plank. Hold on. Top of a push-up. You got it. Shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Bend your knees. Eyes forward, step or jump your feet to the top of your mat. Have a seat, roll down to your backs. Going to continue a little bit more core work here. So we're going to do a little yogi bicycle. Take your hands behind your ears, open your elbows out nice and wide. You can keep your left leg out straight, lift your right knee into your chest, and then twist over to your right. And then switch, twist to the left. And then switch, and you're going to keep switching as fast or as slow as you want to go with your breath. Remember that the lower your straight leg goes, the more challenging this will be for your abdominals. So you could always take it up higher. You could always keep it bent. I want you to keep your chin lifted off of your chest and your eyes gazing up here. You're about halfway. Keep breathing. Very nice. You could do this. You have about 10 seconds now, a little faster if you'd like, with control though. So your hips stay quiet. Keep twisting, twisting, twisting for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, set your feet down, drop your head. All right, we're gonna lift the knees up into the chest. And then lift your head and shoulders and hug onto the shins with your arms. Tuck yourself into a little ball right here. And then keep your knees into your chest. Just release your arms. Try to release your arms over your head. Maybe take your biceps back by your ears here. This will be a challenging position for the abdominals so you can keep them more straight up. Pull them back in and wrap the shins. Tuck your chin in. And then lift your head a little bit. And this time, keep your elbows by your sides. Extend your legs out together. Lower is going to be more challenging. If your low back lifts up, that's too low for you. Keep your legs up higher. Pull them back into the chest. Curl into a ball. Ready, yogis? Both limbs out. Arms and legs. All limbs out. Pull it in as you exhale. Curl into the ball. Inhale, open, extend. Exhale, pull in. You can do this. We're going to do 5 more. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull it in. Go back to just arms or legs if you want. 4, right? Inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 2 more, come on. Inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, last one. Exhale, pull it in. Hold for 5, hold for 4, 3, 2, relax. Feet flat for a moment. Maybe windshield wiper the legs side to side, or maybe a quick little bridge to stretch the abs out. And then let's pull the knees back into the chest, and we're going to rock a little bit on the spine here. Rock forward and backwards. Forward and backwards again. Let's forward and backwards. All the way up to seated. Cross the legs here, hands down. Step back into plank position. Shift forward, looking forward, elbows in, chaturanga halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Let's stay here. Again, nice little stretch for the abs. That should feel good. You can wag the tail to the side, look over the right shoulder, look over to the left shoulder, and then take it back, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 5 more shakti kicks here. Bend the knees, kick up, heels to hips, kick up again for 4. For 3, landing softly, control your descent. For 2, and then next exhale, both feet in between the hands, land soft. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go into chair pose one more time here, yogis. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be the last time, but let's go one more time right here. Bend the knees, sit back into the heels. Let's bring the hands to the heart center. So palms come in. Press your thumbs to your sternum. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Shift over into your left foot and begin to hover your right foot off of the mat, but keep your knees and thighs squeezing in together. Good job. Push strong in through your left foot. Start to straighten your left leg a little bit, just enough so you can cross your right leg up and over your left. We're coming into eagle here. So right leg crossing over left. You want to touch your thighs together as much as possible, even your calf on top of shin. Wrap that foot around if you can. And then as you're ready, lean back just a little, find a drishti, a focal point, and take your right elbow and snake it underneath your left. And again, tricep touching bicep, press it in, forearms pressing together, back side of the hands maybe pressing together, or palms, whatever you have. You're going to sit deep here. Bring your back against that imaginary wall behind you and lift your elbows up. Don't get discouraged if you fall out. Just come back. You have it here for 5. Sit lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncross the legs. Sweep up to the sky, arms up high. And then exhale, sink back into chair pose. Bring your palms to your heart center. Just wipe the slate clean. Shift into your right foot, lift your left foot off of the mat just a couple of inches. Bring your knees together, tuck your tail gently. Find your focal point. Straighten your right leg by powering in through your right foot just enough to cross your left leg up and over and then sink back down. Press your palms together for a moment. Fix your gaze and then sweep your left elbow underneath your right, full eagle. If parts of your body are touching each other, press them in together. Press them to each other. Lean back, shoulders over your hips if you can. Palms away from the face. Move the hands out. Lift the elbows high. 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten the right leg. Uncross the arms. Sweep up high to the sky. Inhale. Palms together. Heart center. Fold all the way out. Exhale. Inhale to flat back. Let's move through our vinyasa here or just step straight back into downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to take the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Yogis, I want you to hold this if you can. So your shoulders are over your wrists. You're rounding your back. I want you to kiss your knee, like touch your knee with your lips. Give it a big kiss. Now take it back up to three-legged dog. Yes. This time take your right knee to your right elbow. Exhale. And touch it up there. I say elbow, I meant tricep. Get it higher up there. Hold 3, 2, 1. Take it back. We're going to go across the body. Right elbow, left tricep. Hold, but hips are up. You're pushing. Your shoulder blades are stretching. Take it to three-legged dog. Do it again. 1 breath only. Exhale, knee to nose to center. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, reach high. Exhale to left tricep. Inhale to three-legged dog. Exhale, round knee to nose. Lift your gaze. Set your foot in between your hands softly. Stay on your back toe. Beam your chest forward. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe in. Come up to your fingertips here. Pull your belly in really strong. Start to squeeze your thighs in toward each other. Hug your hips together. Crescent lunge. Full up. Here we go. Shoulders over hips. Arms to the sky. If you want to shorten your stance just a little bit, you can do that. You need to power up the left thigh. Everybody lift that left hip in line with your right. Draw your belly in strong. Relax your shoulders down your back. Stay here and breathe. Find a nice focal point. Spread your fingers out. Take 1 more breath. And then sweep your left elbow underneath your right. Eagle arms. And go for the back bend, yogis. One of my favorites. If it feels good, just lift those elbows up. Watch your thumbs all the way to the sky. Keep the bend in the right knee. Last breath. Shoulders over hips, eyes forward. Dristi, shift forward, eagle pose. Take your left leg up and over your right. That's it. Take your time, get your balance. So you've already been here. Find a little something more this round. We're going to reverse the same way we came in. Push strong in through your right foot. Uncross your left leg. Take it back slowly. See if you can hover it right above the mat here for a second. And then set it down. Release the arms. Inhale. Sweep them up. And then interlace them behind the back. Chest expansion. Open up the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, let's bring the right shoulder into humble warrior. So just fall forward with the upper body. Keep the legs strong, especially that left thigh, left heel reaching back. Last breath. Torso up, over the hips. Release the arms up high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg up. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. You got it, everybody. Down dog. Left side, bring your left leg up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, around your back, hold it here, spread your fingers. Arm muscles engaged, not locking out anywhere. Take it back up, three-legged dog. Awesome. Left tricep, bring the knee up, nice and high. Hips high, hold. Take it back, good job. Inhale, across the body, use the core, but don't let the hips drop too much. Just bring that knee in, hold. Take it back up. Inhale. One breath. Exhale. Center. Inhale. High. Left tricep. Exhale. Inhale. High. Right tricep. Exhale. Inhale. High. Here we go. To center. Now lift your head. Oh, hug that foot in a little bit higher, then set it down. Heel first, then toes down. Hug your thighs together. Power that right leg, rise up, crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Again, you should feel pretty strong here. You should, if your right hip is dropping down below your left, your stance may be too long, or you may just need to focus on pulling that up. Left knee right over left ankle, very strong in that thigh. Next breath out, sweep your right elbow underneath your left. Eagle arms. Taking the back bend here. Lift and open the heart, but extend out of your low back. So nothing is shortening on that low back. Keep breath deep. Now bring your shoulders over your hips, eyes forward, find a drishti, shift into your foot, cross it up and over, right leg over top for eagle. Breathe deep as you sink low. Hug your legs together, hug your arms together. Hands away from the body. Find that drishti, focus. Slowly uncross the right leg. Take it back. Don't set it down yet. Hover it like Matrix. So slow. Right toe down. Release the arms. Sweep them up to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, take them behind the back. Find the other clasp the other way, the atypical way. Open up your chest. Humble your warrior. Drop your left shoulder down. Let your head drop too. Keep your legs strong. Keep breathing. Next breath in, rise up, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale to vinyasa, bring the hands down, left leg goes back, slowly lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 10 shakti jumps here, or hops, or squats, down dog squats. Bend the knees, hips up to heels. Land soft. Keep going. Now, if you are hopping, you are looking in between your hands. That will be your drishti, or slightly outward. Come into those fingertips. Land back, super soft like a feather. Try it for 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Bend both knees. Bring the feet up. Step or jump them light. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Widen your feet just a little bit. Let's take this into a wide forward bend. So on your next breath in, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold your forehead down. You can wrap your forearms behind your calves here. You can grab onto big toes with yogi toe grip, peace grip. Maybe even gorilla if you feel like you want to stretch your wrists out or your forearms. And then next breath in, halfway lift. And then exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. Just step straight back into downward facing dog. Good. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Let's let the hip open up a little here. So right knee can bend. Right hip stacking on top of left. You can maybe look underneath your right arm just a little, but keep your left shoulder square, your left heel square, and your hands, palms deeply rooted in. Lift it up just 1 more inch high to the sky, and then exhale, bring it forward, warrior 2 pose. Right foot in between the hands, left heel flat, and then left arm opens you up and back. And so we haven't been here yet, so check the feet out. Find the alignment, heel to heel alignment, left toes turning back toward the front of your mat. Your hips are open to the side here. Focus on that right hip opening more than anything. So look down to your right foot and see if you can see your right big toe. Excuse me. And then extend your fingers both directions, fingertips moving both ways. Relax your shoulders, soften your gaze. Two more breaths. Reverse warrior, flip your right hand, sweep it back. Keep the left side of your body long, keep your knee bent deeply, front leg. You're doing great. 1 more breath here. And then come back up into warrior 2. From here, we're going to come into horse pose. So you're going to turn your left heel in, left toes out. Turn your right toes out a little bit and face the left side of your mat. Bend into your knees. So horse, drop straight down with the tailbone, but keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. You're straight up and down with the torso. And then take your hands out to the sides, palms facing up. So sink nice and deep right here. Make sure you're breathing. You can do this. We're going to hold. We're going to hold here for a little bit. Where does your mind go? See if you can stay connected. You're feeling some sensation. Stay connected to that. On your next breath in, straighten your legs, 5-pointed star. Sweep your hands up and reach your fingertips high, arms straight, legs straight. Now bring your hands to your hips, release, and then turn your feet straight, toes and heels in line, still pointing to the left. And bring your hands to your heart center. Maybe narrow your stance just a little bit, toe heel your feet in together. So we're going to try and come into prayer squat, which the hands come to the heart, prayer, and the elbows find their way to the inner thighs. Let's see if we can make that connection. So that's why I said you may have to step it in a little bit. And then the triceps are on the inner knees, right on the inner thighs. And the hips are down as low as they can get. And then lift the hips to the sky, drop your head down, and then reverse that. So monkey squats here. So you'll drop, or malasana squats. Drop, and then lift hips up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift hips high. Again, sinking down. Yeah. You feel it. I know you feel it in your thighs. We're going 20 more seconds, yogis. Speed it up if you want to. Stay in that extended position if you need a quick break on those thighs. I feel ya. You got 10. You got this. 9, 8. Come on, 7. Breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, hands down, shake your head out. Maybe pedal those legs out a little bit. And then walk yourself to the front side of your mat. Step your right foot back, find your plank position, wiggle it out, shift forward, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your left leg up to the sky. Open up the hip, bend the knee. Shoulder stays square, heart stays reaching back, right heel reaching down. And lift the left leg 1 inch higher here. Use your breath, use your exhale, set up your lunge. Warrior 2, right heel to the mat, right arm back, open up. And get set, kind of tuning it in. First time on the left side here. Can you see your left big toe? Can you open that knee over to the left a little bit more? Can you draw your right hand back? So between your right shoulder and your left knee is a diagonal energy moving across the body, and they're moving away from each other. Soften your gaze over your left fingertips. 2 more breaths. Flip your left palm, next breath in, reverse warrior, sweep it back. It's going back, you're getting that nice side body stretch. Keep the left knee bending. Last breath. Back to warrior 2. And then we'll face the right side of our mat now for horse pose. Heels turn in, toes turn out. Let's take the right elbow underneath the left, eagle arms. Get your balance here, lift your elbows up to the sky, gaze up, and then exhale, round your back, bring your elbows to your belly button, engage your core and your pelvic floor. Inhale, lift back up again. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, use your abs. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. And exhale. Straighten your legs, 5-pointed star, reach all the way up. And bring your hands to your hips, toe heel your feet just a little bit closer together. Just a little bit. So we're still in a wide squat, toes and heels in line. And let's take the other elbow underneath here, eagle other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round in. Inhale, elbows up, fingertips back. Exhale, pull in. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Awesome work, yogis. 2 more. Last one. Good, and then hold it forward. Release the arms to airplane wings. Your torso is parallel to the floor. Your hips are moving back. Oh, you're doing good. Stay in the legs here. Maybe take warrior 3 arms, biceps up by the ears. If that doesn't feel good, keep them out to airplane. Hold it here, nice and long. Fingers spread out, thumbs facing up. 5, yogis, good. 4, 3, 2, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Drop your head, drop your hands. Walk yourself back to the front side of your mat. Step your left leg back. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Open your mouth. 1 more like that. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Shift forward, plank position. Hang on, yogis. We're going to do a little side plank action here, and then I'm going to give you a break. Separate your feet just a little bit. Spin your heels to the left. Open your right arm up to the sky. Side plank. If you need to set your left knee down, it goes behind your hip, but it can be there for you for a little extra support. Check your left hand, make sure it's right below your face. Elbow soft. Squeeze your thighs together or scissor up that right leg up to the sky. Gaze up if you can. Lift your hips even higher for 5. Push away from the floor. 4, 3. Inhale, 1 more inch. 2. Exhale, take it through chaturanga or straight back into downward facing dog. Either or. Listen to your body. Come forward into plank position. Separate your feet. Spin your heels to the right. Side plank. Other side. Strong side. Probably most of us right-handed. Spread your right fingers out. Lift your left arm. Lift your left leg. Maybe. Grow away from the earth. Lift. 5. Higher. 4. 3. You can do this. 2. 1. Left hand down. Shift forward. Elbows in. Good work, yogis. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Let it out. Good. Bring your knees down to the mat. Drop your forehead down. 1 minute. Child's pose. Soften your breath. Reconnect with your intention. Bring some energy back. Reach the hands forward. Tuck the toes. Lift back up into downward facing dog. Then we're going to stretch the right leg up to the sky and thread it through behind your right hand for half pigeon. Set it down lightly, point through your back toe, push through that left foot, lift up, maybe gaze up, get a little light through your hips, and then begin to soften. Walk yourself out, and maybe relax the head, shoulders, everything down into the ground. Make sure you're in a place of a little discomfort, but no pain, a place that you can relax and just be still. And breathe into the hips. We're going to breathe and walk our hands underneath us, push our chest up. And let's bend the left knee. And we'll reach back, one hand or maybe even both hands, grabbing onto the left foot or ankle. Pull it in, open your chest. So we're getting back into that buoyant hip, squeezing your inner thighs toward each other, hugging in. Open your chest, take one more breath, and then we'll release the foot. And then we'll tuck the toe left underneath us, or lift the left knee up, unthread the right leg. You might shake it out, move it around a little bit, and then we're going to lift it up again and take the right foot back to the top of the mat for pyramid. So right foot again, right in between the hands, lengthen, inhale, and fold over the right leg, exhale. And keep your back heel lifted. If you want to, try and straighten through both legs. And breathe deep. And then plant your palms. Step your right leg to the back of your mat. Set it down. Lift your left leg up to the sky. And we'll set up for half pigeon over here. And you get the knee down again. Open up through the chest. Lift your heart. And then release down slowly, letting the head fall out. Keep your hips square here. Breathe, direct your breath right where you're feeling this. Take one more breath. And walk your hands underneath you. Press your chest up, bend through your right knee now. Reach back, maybe try with your left hand here first, grabbing the foot or ankle. And then option to use the right hand as well. Keeping the gaze fixed, fill up with breath into the shoulders, into the chest, into that back quad. And slowly let the foot go. Hands flat. Tuck the right toe, lift the knee, stretch the left leg back for a breath or two. Bend it, move it around. And then bring it forward in between the hands. Both legs straight, square your hips off. Breathe in, and then fold into pyramid. Deep breaths. Now you're going to shift into your left foot. Step both feet, or right foot to the top of the mat. And then have a seat. We're going to roll ourselves down to our back, nice and slow. And when you get there, bring your knees into your chest. Hug onto your shins, maybe make some small circles. And then we'll bring the feet flat. Hip distance apart. Peel the torso up, bridge pose. Lifting hips to the sky, lifting chest up toward your chin. Keep your neck neutral, gazing straight up. Last breath. And then release, coming back down to the earth. We'll cross the right ankle over top of the left knee. Anchor through your left heel, and let's lift up to single leg bridge here. Press in through your left heel again, lifting hips and heart up to the sky. Drop your right knee down though, and keep your right ankle flexed. Last breath there. And then release. Now you're going to grab onto your left thigh for figure 4 here. Thread the needle. So wrap around your left thigh. Pull that leg in towards you. Again, right knee moving away and right foot stays flexed. And then release. And let's cross the other side. So left ankle on top of right knee. Single leg bridge. Push through your right heel. Lift your hips up. Breathe. Shoulders behind the heart. And then we will release. Grabbing onto the right thigh now here, figure 4, stretch. Pull it in. A little more into those hips. You guys did a long, hard, powerful class, so enjoy this. And then we'll uncross. And then feet flat on the mat. So we're going to set up for plow here now. So we're going to take your feet, give a little kick, take them up over your head, support your low back here right away. Squeeze your thighs together. And the feet can start to reach their way overhead. Head stays neutral, neck stays neutral. And feet up the wall would be a great alternative if you don't want to go into plow. Just stack your feet, heels right over your hips. And from plow, yogis, if you'd like to move into shoulder stand, one leg to the sky and then the other, and zip your thighs up all the way. Anywhere in between, feet toward the ground and feet to the sky is acceptable for a shoulder stand. Last breath. And then bend the knees, draw the thighs into the chest, and And slowly, very slowly roll down. Hips hitting the mat. Soften those legs, feet flat. Take a nice big breath. Shift your hips over to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Easy spinal. Just relax into the earth, into the ground. Let it support you. Easy twist. Let's bring it back to the center. And then we'll shift the hips over to the right. Slowly drop the knees to the left. Make sure your feet are relaxed down. So you don't want anything hovering in space. Feel the support. And then release. Come back into center with the knees. And then pick them up. Grab them again. Give them a hug. And then you know what time it is. It's Shavasana time. So stretch your legs out. Wiggle your feet. Open your arms out to the sides of your mat. Flip your palms up. Take a nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. And then just scan the body, head to toe. If there's any little places you might still be holding on, let them go now. Body is soft, relaxed. Quiet your mind. And just take in your practice. Enjoy. Let's come back to your breath. Back to your body. Maybe take a stretch overhead. And then make your way onto one side. And pause here. Think about something wonderful, something that makes you smile. And then press yourself up. Easy seat. Bring the hands to the heart space. Smile. You did an amazing practice. You got just what you needed. Thank yourself for the time spent on your mat. Namaste.